Hey y'all, welcome back to our next A2 Ylang Ylang oil spotlight on We Seek Summits. Today we are talking about one that you men are going to love, Magnolia. Yes, you are going to love it when your ladies wear this. We talk about a lot of the flowers, and there are some that have really great benefits for men as well. This is one that is definitely more, not for the ladies, but it really, really, really is beautiful for all those feminine confidence, relationships, compassion. Yeah, so men, buy this and give it to your lady.
Definitely. And while Jesse's absolutely correct, I can't say I go around smothering myself in Magnolia or slathering it all over me. It is one to primarily use topically.
Yes.
And from doTERRA, it is only available in the Touch roller bottle.
Yes.
So it is diluted with fractionated coconut oil.
And so why is that? Because like so many of the flowers, it has a very low yield. So Magnolia took a long time for doTERRA to find one because it's difficult to harvest. This Magnolia comes from China, and we're here in the South, and we've got these big, beautiful magnolia trees, big, beautiful magnolia blossoms. So, well, this is a very different species. This is a much smaller, thinner, more delicate flower. Normally, the magnolia trees that they grow there in China, they grow to about like 100 feet tall, 60 to 100 feet tall. Well, that's really difficult to harvest. They would have to get ladders and scaffolding. So they have started cultivating the trees to grow in pots that will contain the growth so that they stay about 6 feet high so that the harvesters can...
Like bonsai.
Yeah, yes. It's kind of it's kind of like a giant magnolia bonsai so that they can harvest the delicate buds. It's also similar to jasmine. To extract the essential oils from the buds, they have to harvest either early in the morning or really late in the evening because kind of the heat of the day will destroy that delicate chemistry.
Yeah, the yield is so low. It's like 0.15% of the flower. So it takes over 5,000. Emily Wright said 5,040 flowers to yield 15 milliliters of essential oil. So that's really why they're diluting it. Is otherwise it just that supply and demand. It would be too hard and not sustainable to bring us the oil in its pure form.
So we've got it here in the pre-diluted Touch roller bottle, which means that it already has the fractionated coconut oil in here and it's ready to go. So obviously this is not one that you would use internally, and it's not really one you could put it in the diffuser, you could pull it out, but it's going to have the fractionated coconut oil, but it is definitely very beneficial to use topically. And then of course you're getting the aromatic benefits, like in waft magnolia.
Yeah, it's also one, like if you have a porous stone bracelet or locket or any of those kind of personal diffuser jewelry, this is one you could use there as well.
And so we're going to get into some of the amazing benefits of this, but I guess first tell us about the chemistry.
Yeah, so this oil was hard to kind of get information on. It is a newer oil. It's a lesser used oil. So for y'all's benefit, I kind of went into some papers, went into some research here, and what was really cool, like I love the flowers because the flowers usually have very complicated chemistry, and Magnolia is no different. But it is extremely high in linalool. I mean, like almost off the charts high in linalool. Like you think lavender is high in linalool, this is over twice lavender. Up to 71% of the essential oil can be linalool. Now I want to talk about linalool. I want to kind of focus in on this because I think I've said before is that when plants produce a compound, because there's specific enzymatic pathways that create that, you get one form of it. And so if you want to think about these molecules, you can pull them together in different ways and get different structures, and you can have isomers. So an isomer is the same atoms, they're just arranged differently to make a different molecule. Now with linalool has what are called two enantiomers. Now what an enantiomer is just think about it, it's an optical mirroring. So it's like a reflection.
So it would be a...
So if one molecule bends to the right, the other one bends to the left.
Okay.
Basically. And these molecules, these enantiomers of linalool, the way we designate them are S for sinister or left, and
Sinister.
R for rectus or right.
Okay.
So it's just kind of the right-handedness. If you think about like how your hand curls,
Yeah.
that's where it comes from.
Okay.
Kind of the optical portion. So,
Enantiomers. I know.
So, going back to like one, the plant usually only makes one, and sometimes our body can use only one specific chiral form of a molecule. In the case of linalool, we can use both, and we can understand both. And the reason for that is think about it this way: if you've got, we talk about like a lock and key approach to essential oils a lot of times. So if the key has part of its bump out to the left or out to the right, when it goes into that lock, it's going to hit. We call that sterics. Like there's a steric hindrance to the molecule to be able to interact with the body. Now, when you synthesize linalool in a lab, you pretty much get 50-50, right? You get 50 right, 50 left, R and S. As I said, plants will tend to go one way or another. Magnolia is really special in that the plant actually makes both, which is kind of rare in nature. And what can happen sometimes is the bark, the stems will make one form, and then the flower will make the other, because they're used differently in the plants. But Magnolia's linalool is 75% right and 25% left.
Interesting.
Now, linalool's in a lot of other ones. So if we go and we look at the left form of linalool, it actually has another name, which you can find it is coriandrol, and that comes from coriander. So the coriander, you're primarily going to get the left form, and also neroli, which is orange blossom flowers, right?
Yes, it's from the bitter orange flower.
So those flowers also have the left form. The right form you find in lavender, basil, and bay laurel.
Okay.
So these are all excellent sources of linalool, but they're different chirality.
Okay.
And the way our body perceives that is actually through scent.
Okay.
So when we smell the left one, S, we actually perceive it as sweet. And when we smell the right one, lavender, we actually perceive it more as a woodsy scent. So Magnolia is going to be very balanced. It's going to be sweet and woodsy at the same time because we've got both of them. So I'm gonna do an experiment with Jessie. I've got those oils that I just mentioned, and we're going to go really quick here. And so I want you first to smell Magnolia.
Okay.
Okay, so we got this.
Okay.
Now there are other constituents here. In Magnolia, you've got other alcohols, oxides, terpenes in there. So it complicates the scent. But was that kind of sweet and balanced?
It was a little sweeter.
A little sweeter, right. It's a little high on the sweet notes.
Okay.
But now smell, this is coriander.
Yeah, it's a little bit like sweet, but kind of herby and...
Sure.
Yeah.
But you see how you're getting sweet, and then this is neroli.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Sweet. Okay, so all these are high in linalool, and you're kind of getting a sweet perception to that oil. Now we're going to jump over, actually I'm going to go lavender next. So we got lavender here.
Okay.
Then we got basil.
Oh, definitely spicier.
Yeah, you see how it's more woodsy, it's more grounded, it's more earthy.
Ooh, let me smell the laurel again. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
yeah, I'm not that the others were sticky sweet, but they were sweet. Even the coriander was like sweeter than the basil.
Yeah, so the experiment is really just to show you that our bodies interact with different chiralities differently. Sometimes our body completely ignores them, and sometimes we can use both of them. So Magnolia is very high in linalool, is the point, and it's also balanced, and so we're going to get from that the relaxing benefits of linalool, and while other flowers kind of have other benefits, really Magnolia is going to help with sleep and sleep support. So in addition to those mood boosting effects, relaxation effects, we can support sleep. So anyways, that's my whole
really cool
spiel on on linalool for you all. So I hope you learned something there, and that's helpful.
Yeah. Okay. So the uses of Magnolia are a little bit more straightforward, I think. Again, because we're, because it just comes in the touch. So for all the same things that we talked about before with linalool properties, so all the calming, so great for any skin calming things, anything that's red, irritated that needs to be calmed down, so including face or just anything else. Magnolia is a really good one for that. I have been hearing some really amazing testimonies about using Magnolia and copaiba to calm emotions and for just some emotional grounding and balance as well. So you could kind of layer that on. You could like rub a little bit of Magnolia and then add a drop of copaiba, or add a little bit to your touch if you wanted to do. But that would be great. And then the copaiba, if it's like for your son, like I would use a little bit on my son, so I would do like a little bit in the copaiba, or you could use the copaiba to kind of help balance the scent, so he's not going around smelling like a flower.
But like we said, it's supportive of sleep, so it's a great one to do right before bed. Nobody's gonna smell it.
There you go. There you go. Sweet boy.
But it's, speaking of kids, it is also one of the ingredients in Steady, which is the kids' grounding blend. So very similar in uses to Balance for adults. But it does have that Magnolia in there for that emotional support. And I mean, the kids' oils are just great.
Yeah, they really are.
Like, they don't have a lot of ingredients. They don't have a lot of oils. They're usually, I think they're all blends of 4 oils.
This one also has coriander in it.
Yeah, so you're getting that linalool. Lots of linalool support with the kids' grounding.
Adults, use this for yourself too. What else? So basically, the emotional stuff as well. It's kind of one of those that it's used a lot in Chinese medicines to help balance the body, but also that giving you then that confidence to go from a balanced state. So for emotional health, Emily Wright likes to describe the personality of flowers, and so this Magnolia blossom is like kind of tall and elegant and divine and reaching upward. So this is an oil to help with connecting with things more heavenly, as it were, to kind of be looking up for inspiration, rejuvenating, resplendent was a adjective used for that. Also then again helping like going from that kind of upward focused place to then relationships as well, and having a
confidence and beauty and all those things.
And all of those things that are attractive in a strong woman is, humble and gentle, but confident, strong, beautiful, and kind of from that inner place, as it were. And we did see if, I saw a little note that this one aligns with the heart chakra, if you do the chakra things. I don't know what that means. I don't really understand, but if you do, then Magnolia for heart chakra.
There you go.
There you go.
And also, Magnolia is great for hormonal support, and specifically your sex hormones. So that's predominantly the prostate in men, and the ovaries and
estrogen
women,
and progesterone balance in women.
So like Jesse was saying,
too.
Well, it's a balancing oil, so it's going to help with those hormonal balances and support your body as you go through your monthly cycle or anything else. So
there you go. So this does have benefits for men. So how would you use this? Like at night, would you like put a little bit on your feet?
At night, if I think how you described, like for Cameron, our son, that you could use that at night. That this would be a great one if I felt. And then what I've started doing lately is using more flowers in a water spray bottle, and I just spray it on our bed before we crawl in, and that just helps, I think, get kind of some more of those flowers into our daily routine. And so that's another way, whether it's jasmine or whether it's magnolia or blue tansy's one we actually use in our sleep blend. Those are all phenomenal flowers that are gonna support your sleep. So that's how I would use it. I would use it at night. I wouldn't probably use it in the morning.
I'd be a little bit interesting. So use Magnolia. This would be like a, men, if you're going to buy your lady something special, this would be a great one to buy. And then women, let me just say a little note. The perfume industry is not well regulated, and there is a lot of synthetic scents in the perfume industry based off of flowers and things like, again, the magnolia and the jasmine and the neroli that women throughout the centuries have used before to enhance their personal scent. The ones now in the perfume industry are damaging and dangerous for the most part. So use Magnolia as your personal scent blend. Just do it like you would kind of your perfume every day, and here you go. You're getting all the amazing benefits of it. You're smelling lovely. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, there are many people now who say I smell good, and I was like, well, thank you. I showered and I had slathered, like, everything is slathered in oils. I use them in my hair, my face, my scent spots, my pits, my legs, like everything's got oils in it. So there you go. Okay, I hope that was helpful. We're done talking about Magnolia, and what do we have next? Oh, marjoram. Back to another herb. So thank y'all. Leave your comments, any ideas, any questions, of course, like always. And
yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks.